What's up, y'all? Capone Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video. So in this one, I'm going to be guiding you through the dungeon ranking for the Sunsin Cave. Currently, I am ranked 8th overall with a score of 5,572,649. Very satisfied with the score right now. I believe this should easily be good for top 50. Maybe top 20 if I can push it a little bit further, but we'll see. A lot of pretty high scores ahead of me right now. Where am I at? So, yeah, Phase over here, he's freaking 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got a bunch of 5, 6s in my group. I think I got a pretty brutal group. So, the cool thing about this dungeon ranking, it seems like there's no like really just one really good setup. There are tons of different characters, different strategies being used here, but in this video I'm just going to show you what I'm personally using. Everyone's account's different. Some people might have certain characters built out that will work better for this than other people, so I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So let's go into this real quick. Obviously doing the EX. Let's go to my build. So I'm running Tifa, Barret, and Red 13. I'm not using Barret's new wind setup. I did not pull on that, but I will show you what I am doing for all three of these characters. So for Tifa, obviously, main DPS. She's got her new 7th high school uniform with the Arcanum, Wind Arcanum, in the defense. Using the blue Daffodil gloves for the exploit weakness. It's going to be handy for a couple of these boss battles. And yeah, obviously her Christ President's Bracelet for the huge physical wind damage, 1090%, and the P attack all allies buff when she uses it. And materia stat sticks, 9.8 P attack, 7.2 wind potency with 2.2 P attack. Wish I had a better materia than that. 8.8 P attack, and then obviously her ultimate weapon too. And Odin is completely maxed out, level 10. And back weapons using Ultimatic, short barrel, and enemy launcher. So with that, Tifa has 15,946 physical attack. She is a beast. Level 7 P attack, level 6 boost attack, level 8 wind potency, level 5 ability potency, level 6 physical ability potency. And she's getting a lot of boost attack and boost P attack, all ally buffs from the other two characters, which I'll cover them right now. So Barret for this build here, I'm going with his rebirth costume as just mainly focused on defense and resistances. Fafnir rifle mainly for the provoke and the physical defense up. We're going to need physical defense up in a couple of the battles to help minimize damage. That's how the dungeon rankings work. You got to minimize your damage. You got to be very ATB efficient for your speedrun bonus, and you need to achieve a high one-hit max per battle. It's kind of hard to balance all three of those, especially when it comes to ATB efficiency and one-hit max. You don't know if you want to apply an extra buff or a debuff, or you want to, just get out as soon as you can, right? So very tricky when it comes to these dungeon rankings. But anyway, WB machine gun in the offhand for physical defense down. I use this in a couple of the battles. It helps Tifa do more damage, obviously. And the materia stat sticks are mainly like boosts to physical defense, magic defense. You kind of need both when it comes to all these battles. But having provoke on Barret is nice because he has pretty high physical and magic defense. So a couple of the battles I do use provoke, and that will make sure he tanks all the hits. So the other two won't, they have less defense and minimizing damage, right? So. The back weapons, Stream Slasher, P attack all allies, Stream Saber, P attack all allies, and then Rocket Lance, boost attack all allies. So that's just helping Tifa do more damage. So now we're going to go to Red 13. Hellhound, I just use this for like everything for Red 13. It does have fire and ice resist, so that might minimize some damage. But we're going Silver Collar in the main hand for the buff debuff extension, as well as the wind resist down. And then we are going Brilliant Collar for the wind potency up, wind damage up. So you can, I'm going to use this in a couple of the battles as well. Helps Tifa do a lot more damage. Limit Break doesn't really matter because we're not going to be able to use his Limit Break. Again, Materials is focusing on defense, magic defense, physical defense, magic defense, physical defense. We don't do any healing in this. Back weapons, P attack all allies from Bahamut Greatsword, P attack or boost attack all allies, and then P attack all allies from Gauntlets of Worthy. So with that, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, these characters have a little bit of buff debuff, so these buffs will stay on long enough in the battle. But other than that, that's pretty much their most important stats. Is just their defense and their buff debuff being a little bit. Level 2 buff debuff, that's like kind of enough for what Barrett's doing in this battle. So yeah, that's pretty much my setup. And now yeah, I chopped up a little video. I did a lot of save states, load states, and yeah, I chopped up a little video, and I'll talk over it and guide you through what I did in this particular battle ranking. So let's get into it. Actually, before I forget, there's one thing I gotta mention real quick for this battle ranking. Go into your game settings, go into the battle, make sure you turn this off for the auto C abilities when set to manual. This will make sure your other characters do not waste ATB in the battle. This is very crucial for your speed run bonus in this dungeon ranking. It's a huge bonus, so make sure this is off so your characters aren't wasting their ATB on attacks that they don't need to be using, right? So mainly it's a lot of just Tifa just spamming her wind damage in this battle, and then the other characters might do a buff or a debuff every now and then. But yeah, a lot of the time in the ad battles, they're just sitting there doing nothing. So make sure this is set off. All right. All right, now let's get into this run here. So I start out, obviously getting the item. I start out by going to the Burntuar. I've seen other people go the opposite route, but I feel like your account needs to be a little bit stronger for that. Burntuar I like better starting out. I do physical defense up all allies here with Barrett. I do a rolling claw for debuffing, exploit weakness here. And then we're going to do one wind buff up for Tifa. Obviously go into defensive mode because we're going to try to minimize damage from this thunk. There we go. And then we're going to go Brilliant Collar. Go back to Tifa. Should be able to just do one hit once the diamond fills up here. Alright, one hit there. And then arrow blow, and then he's dead. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Oh, 1,000 extra damage there. What a jerk. Not much you can do about that. So 123,580. Not too bad, I guess. I didn't show you my breakdown. But yeah, sorry about that. Burntuar. Alright. So I take the score boost with the wind potency and the single target damage. Not really worried about doing high AoE damage for this. Single target is mainly what we need for Tifa. Alright, when it comes to these battles, obviously you see I'm not using the other two characters here. I'm just letting them, their ATB sit. And yeah, I'm just going to be doing ATB usage for Tifa, just letting her do all the damage, let her do all the actions. The whole reason for this is because you do not want the other two characters to be wasting ATB, or else that's going to hurt your speed run bonus at the very end. So right now I'm like kind of sitting on ATB, kind of waiting for it to fill up, and then I get a hit in. So there you go. Just 3 hits, we're in, we're out. The damage you take when it comes to these ad battles doesn't really matter, because it doesn't really, I don't think it really affects any score, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't think so. Alright, then we got the Cactuar ad battle here. Same thing. We're going to just only use Tifa, let the other two sit on their ATB. Gotta maximize that speed run bonus. So 3 hits here from the Student Council Wind Strike is all it takes. So here we go. I'm going to sit on it a little bit, let it fill up, and then we're going to get a hit. And there we go. And then, as you can see, there was enough usage, enough attacks there to get my Odin summon, and that is very key. So Mega Elixir, always abuse your save states. You're going to see me keep saving over and over. Very, very nice. You don't have to restart the whole battle ranking every time. But anyway, we're going to go right into this Nattak battle. All I do here is I hit the overspeed button, and I hit the summon, and he is dead. You got to do it very quick, though, or else he's going to go into his heavily defense, high, his sigil phase state. Don't want that to happen. So yeah, pretty much I'm able to kill him one shot with Odin. If you're not able to do that, you can try using an Aurora cocktail. Maybe that'll help you knock him out in one hit. Or else you'll have to just bring X sigils and just break his sigil phase and then kill him. That's the only way around it. So yeah, I take the physical attack up 70% with the, what was the other thing? Not sure, I missed it. But anyway, I think that's the best thing. Obviously, saving again. Gonna go into this Behemoth battle. I think this one took me a few tries. Had to cut up the video a little bit. So Primal Behemoth, pop the haste. Do defense down. Wind resist down. We're able to kill him right there. Don't even have to do the wind buff up. At least I didn't have to. And that's the thing too. It's like, would have using the wind buff up helped me at all? I'm not really sure. You know, it would help my one hit max, but also I'm trying to minimize my ATB usage too, right? So yeah, you could also use physical defense up, but that battle takes you a little bit too long to help minimize damage. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on your account too, right? If you're able to kill quick enough like that, then I just recommend killing quick and getting out. So with that, I like to take the physical attack with the -1 ATB usage for the C ability. I like that a lot because that's going to help maximize your speedrun bonus at the end as well as you're still getting an extra 30% on your physical attack too. So Tifa's going to be able to hit harder. Now we go into the battle with the birds. I do defense up with Barret and provoke as well. Brilliant Collar with the wind res. And then Tifa's going to get a hit. Should be able to kill it in one hit. As you can see, Barret has Veil on and he's tanking all the hits, so that's a good thing. Helping minimize damage. And now since we have 3 ATB usages, we can get these C abilities in very quickly with Tifa. And there we go. We're in and we're out. So with that, we're at 5,532,655. And that is all of the main battles before the big one. I take the 40% win potency there. We're going to save it again. Now this is like the ad battle from hell. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but I'm not really sure yet. 2 of these enemies are wind resistant, so it kind of makes this a pain. So what I do here is I do defense down with Barret, and then I do 2 Brilliant Collars with Tifa to get her max wind potency. And then we're just going to smack this guy twice. Should kill him. And then for Barret, same thing. We're going to do defense down, and then Tifa is just going to hit this guy bit by bit. Now this guy is wind resistant. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's a better way to go about doing this. Maybe I could have tried using Exploit and then maybe Thunderblowing this guy. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm sure there's some better alternatives than just brute forcing this guy with wind. But this is the route I went. Even this guy being wind resistant, you know, Tifa's still knocking the shit out of him. So for the last one, I do attack tuning, and then I'd get one more hit in. Saves a little bit of ATB. And you still get to keep your overspeed for the next battle. I could have probably did that for some of the other battles as well. But there we go. Got our high potions. Again, I'm not using any items. If you're struggling with some of these battles, do not be afraid to use items, especially if you're on a weaker account. Aurora blows will help you do way more damage, specifically on your summons. You can do summon your summon gauge boost as well, so you can abuse Odin. You know, multiple routes you can go if your account's a little bit weaker. All right, so for this battle, I'm not going to use Barret at all because he's not really needed. I'm just going to do haste, and then we're going to go rolling claw, and then wind res up, exploit, attacker tuning, and then one hit here for Tifa, and then summon, and then that's good enough. Good enough for the kill before he gets his big hit off. So, yeah, again, if you can't kill this guy quick enough before he gets that big attack off, maybe use a Aurora, or was it the Aurora potency boost thing, like 50% boost item, you know? It's an alternative. There you go. Gallonbaloir Humus. Easy peasy. And there we go. 5,572,649. My current best score. Probably some things I can do to help improve this a little bit, like that ad battle took forever. You know, maybe I can improve one hit max, or you know, something else. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's pretty much my run. And yeah, I hope this video helped y'all out. Oh, it's repeating again. But yeah, I hope this video helped y'all out. And yeah, good luck with this dungeon ranking. You know, everyone's gonna have different accounts, different setups. I've seen so many different setups for these dungeon rankings where there isn't anything. It's very accessible, is what I'm saying. You can bring a lot of different characters. I think the most common character though is Tifa, because obviously she's the strongest win DPS in the game right now. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see y'all on the next one. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my Ever Crisis content. And yeah, back to playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Later.